Looking for promotional products and apparel? Look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything with P&B Promotionals. Over 800,000 products, caps, travel mugs, drawstring bags, water bottles, stadium cups, umbrellas, tote bags, and t-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising company. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. pbpromotionals.com.
Imprinting the best for less.
All right, so I didn't really expect the response that I got last week. Let me move this drink because they're not paying me for no sponsorship. Excuse me. But I had to get that out of my shot. But no, I didn't really expect the response that I got on social based on the video that I posted on last week. So of course, y'all know we talked about this last week on the show. We did a whole show about it. I played the clip and then we talked about it at length. The brother, the counselor, the African American counselor male counselor who shared his thoughts, who shared some of the concerns, he shared some of the grievances, if you allow, that some of the brothers were coming into his office and saying to him about their relationships, I'm assuming with their wives. And so the brother laid out some of the needs of men, right? And he talked about that, and in a very short clip. So again, I saw it a few weeks ago, thought it was interesting, thought it was good to share. I pulled it. I did put a little cheeky, a slightly provocative title on it. I did that on purpose because I want to capture people's attention. What I didn't expect is the response that I got from a lot of the ladies. Ladies, y'all coming. Y'all really coming in the comments, which is good because y'all are being honest. But what I wanted to be clear is that I hope we learn from this conversation. This should not be a conversation or a point of contention, a moment of offense. This should be a moment of reflection, a moment of literally looking inward at ourselves as men and women, having relationships, seeking relationships, already in relationships with a man or a woman, and about how we should properly operate with each other. See, let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what politics say. I don't care what culture say. I don't care what entertainment says. I don't care what media says. I don't care what the grams say. I don't care what Black Twitter say. Let me tell you something. What's going to solve every issue that we have in America today, particularly in Black America today, is for us to get our families back intact, to restore proper, godly, structured relationships between a God-centered man and a God-centered woman. That's what's going to turn our families back around. That's what's going to turn our community around. That's what's going to restore healthcare. That's what's going to restore education. That's what's going to restore relationships. God-centered, godly relationships between men and women. Raising their family together, arguing, fussing, fighting, figuring it out, loving each other, getting back together, working it out, staying together over the long term, building wealth, building family, building community, and staying together. That's what it's going to take. But if you don't know the rules of engagement, you will continue to operate in foolishness. And I think we've been operating in a lot of foolishness in our relationships, both men and women. And today, because of culture, you really don't even understand properly how the other one should or is operating. So today we're talking about something very specifically. Today we're talking about the response to the video, and we're also talking about this term, this phrase that Pastor Tucker has coined: circus lion men. Ooh, circus lion men. This is a part of our Ladies and Gentlemen series. Not lying, L-Y-I-N-G, but L-I-O-N, circus lion men. I'll let Pastor Tuck give more context about it because that's his phrase. It came up last week in the show. But what it is it's a brother that looks like a man, sounds like a man, talks like a man, have all the outward appearances, but he never been in captivity. He's only been in the circus. He's only been amongst the trainers feeding him. He's never had to go out and fight. He's never had to go out and protect his family, protect his food. He's never had to go out and hunt. So because he's never had to do that, he's not fully operating in who he is. And once he gets out in captivity amongst some other lions, some other hunters, some other folks who used to fighting for their food and protecting their family, they can't operate. So we're gonna talk about that today. And then I got my sister Ebony Funderburg, who I did an interview with her yesterday. She'll be on with us live on Thursday. But today I'm playing a bit of a recorded interview conversation with her and I had on yesterday. So I'm gonna play some of that, just a few clips. But the full interview will be available this afternoon on Facebook, YouTube, on my church, and on Akintunde.com. What am I saying, y'all? We got to get some things back in place. And again, 70,000 views, thousands, hundreds of comments, hundreds of shares to that video that I posted last week. And then the comments that y'all were having with each other in the comments. Woo-hoo! Donna gonna read. We're gonna talk through some of the comments. Donna has pulled some. We're gonna talk through, and we're gonna continue to drill down and dig. We're a little bit unstructured today, but that's okay because the conversation needs to be had. Listen, here's the real deal. Ladies and gentlemen, this is who we talking to. This is what this show is about. This is about ladies and gentlemen. How do we properly interact with each other? Let's start a dialogue. How do we love each other? How do we grow together? How do we raise our families together? Let's continue the dialogue. Let's have this conversation starting right here today. Are you a circus lion man, or are you a boss chick who don't know how to operate with a good grown brother? Woo! Let's have this conversation. I might make you mad today or not. Coming right down your street, I can tell you that much. Let's call your mama, call your daddy, call your auntie, call your cousin, call your uncle, call your friend, call your co-worker, call your sister, and let them all know that the Akintunde show is about to start. Let's go.
Another track, layer production, but no joke, entertainment. Let's go.
Akintunde is gonna make you laugh real loud. So come on, scream it out. Akintunde is gonna make you laugh real loud. Akintunde.
Daily I shall.
It's the Akintunde Show.
Say what?
Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde Show.
Spell it.
Tunde.
Looking for promotional products and apparel? Look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything with P&B Promotionals. Over 800,000 products, caps, travel mugs, drawstring bags, water bottles, stadium cups, umbrellas, tote bags, and t-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising company. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. pbpromotionals.com.
Imprinting the best for less.
At my church, we help people get better by teaching them how the word works, and we want to make sure there is no excuse not to get the word. It's our goal to make all of our ministries accessible on every smartphone, tablet, PC, and television connected to the internet. So whether you're a man who needs some wisdom, a woman who needs some encouragement, or a couple who needs guidance, the My Church channel has just what you need. Simply search for the My Church channel on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV, or visit mychurchchannel.org. You can also download the My Church on the Go app from Apple or Google Play App Store. Constantly on the move? Check out the Word at My Church podcast on your favorite podcast platform. Or simply download the Word at My Church skill on your Alexa-enabled device. But whatever you do, make sure to stay connected. See you soon.
everybody. Happy Tuesday. This is the second day of May 2023, family. And if you're listening live, you're watching live, this is the Akintunde Show. We broadcast live on Clubhouse, Facebook, YouTube, and the brand new My Church channel. Available on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Listen, fam, if you're already in the room, I appreciate you. Thank you. Do not take it lightly at all because there's a bunch of stuff you could have been doing, and you decided to spend your time with us, and that's not something that we are at all passive about. Man, let's get into this conversation. I see the folks in the room already. Special shout out to my sister, Kimberly Morgan, who passed her test on Friday, and she is a certified addictions counselor. Congratulations, sis. Oh my God, I know Pastor Tuck and Donna will be happy about that. Let's get them in the room. Come on in the room. Pastor Tuck, Donna, Jay, what's up, family? Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, family.
Ah, yes.
Woo-hoo.
Look at God, look at God, look at God. What's up, family? How y'all doing?
We're doing great. I'm doing great. How about you? How
two
about you guys doing?
Two steps above phenomenal and getting better. You look lovely today, Don. I like the white is glowing. You look very heavenly.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I
Pastor
feel
Tuck,
heavenly.
We can't hear Pastor Tuck. I don't know why we can't hear Pastor Tuck. Is that on me? Let me know. Make sure I ain't doing something wrong here. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That would make the difference, huh? It was on me. Come on in, Pastor Tuck. Come on in the room.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good sir. How you doing?
Doing all right?
All right. My God,
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Listen, a special shout out to Kimberly Morgan.
Yes. Congratulations, Kimberly. Congratulations. We are very,
That's all
very
right.
proud of you.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that's
family.
an awesome ministry there. That's
Come on
an
now.
awesome ministry there.
And needed right now.
Yes, needed.
My God.
This time, people are addicted to everything.
Yeah. Social media.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I wonder, do they have rehab for social media folks?
You know, I thought about this for my family, for my children, and when I say my children, I'm talking my grown children because they're not kids. They're always my children, but you're not a child.
That's right.
But I thought about doing a media fast, and then I was like, this has been on my heart for a minute. But I said I want to do a media fast, but then you have to do a media fast. I'm like, yeah, but you operating in media, so I'm going to take some time off to do a media fast. And but I think you need time away to get clear. You know, and when you constantly are being inundated with information, with stimulation, you really can't hear God clearly.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
You know, it's crazy. Sometimes you got to do that. And you know, when you do you got to think about that. When you just talked about that, doing a media fast. If you do a food fast, that don't mean you don't. If you work in a restaurant, that don't mean you can't go to work and cook.
Yeah,
it just means you don't eat.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point. I think what it is for me is I don't think I would be disciplined enough to work to do this and then hop off and get off my phone, get off the app,
Right.
and not go to scrolling. Because Eunice does this all the time. She'll show me one clip. She said, look at this. Or she'll show me a post, and then I'm like, and I respond to the post, and then I'm on her phone. And I start scrolling,
Right.
and then she's talking about, she said, I gave you the phone to look at one thing, and now you 2-3 other things down the road. But
That's addiction.
Yeah, that's addiction.
That's
And see, that's why I told you the other day. See, I'm different like that. I'll not know what's going on because I ain't been on social media. Like I said, I haven't even touched it. Now I have another problem. I'll get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and walk past my office and be like, let me send this email. And next thing you know, I'm in there working for about an hour and a half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can't. If I say I'm not going to touch that computer, I better not touch it. Because if I sit down at that computer,
Yes, sir. That's me all day.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
That's me too.
Eunice often is on me about that. Yeah.
I have the computer right there, right by my bed, which is terrible.
No.
And see,
I don't do that.
And I used to have a TV in my room, but I took TV out because I found that I was going to sleep with TV, and all those things inundate your mind as you're sleeping.
That's true.
So I was like, there's no TV in my room, but I have my computer in my room. So what's the difference? Because I'm gonna have my computer on.
Is your computer is it on something?
Well, no, it's not on, but it's easily for me to just, when I wake up, turn over and just start looking at and see what emails I need to attend to, or, you know, what's going on, or, you know, try to stay abreast of what's going on. And, you know, so your mind is constantly moving.
Right.
Your mind,
But
you
see,
know.
Constantly.
But see, watch this, Donna.
Right.
What do you use TV for? Is that for
Company.
relaxation?
Company,
But is that for relaxation?
Yes,
Okay, now watch this. Now you move your relaxation out the room and brought your stress in.
I did. I absolutely did.
So was that a healthy decision?
Yes, it was healthy to remove the TV, but it's going to be even more healthy to put that computer in my office and leave it in my office.
That's what I'm saying. That was not a healthy exchange you made.
No, it was not.
Downgraded.
No,
I did.
You
downgraded.
I'm a work in progress.
My TV is in my room to relax me. I'm not bringing stress into my room.
So let's do this. So first question for today is what do you need to release as an addiction? Just for everybody.
Yes.
Just one quick thing, because again, we just not the topic for today. But I think it's a good conversation to have. Just for briefly, this part is inspired by Kimberly Morgan, letting us know that she passed her counseling test, so she is now officially an addiction counselor. Shout out to Kimberly. So proud of you, sis, and congratulations on that. And so, what do you all? Anybody in the comments, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Clubhouse, whether you're on YouTube, and I promise I'm gonna start paying attention to YouTube, because YouTube gets treated like the side chick doing the show. But I'm sorry, YouTube. But just drop in the comments what do you need to be delivered from, people, and just drop it in the comments real quick. We're not gonna stay on that long, but I do want to get to this again in a little bit, y'all. We're gonna play a clip from an interview that I did on yesterday with Ebony Funderburg. She'll be on with us live. Again, the conversation, the topic for this week, and probably for the next couple weeks, is going to be ladies and gentlemen. And that actually has been a topic that we had planned on covering for a minute on the show. Yeah. And then last week, a few weeks ago, I posted this clip of this brother that a counselor and who had something to say, and I thought it was relevant. I then shared it, and it got some traction. Now, traction for me is a few thousand views. That's a great day, right? That's good traction. Because the video has very little to do with me. I'm just in it, responding to it, split screen. But it wasn't, I didn't do the video for the video to go viral. I did the video because I thought the information needs to be put out there. But I wasn't necessarily ready for the response to the information. Ladies, y'all went in. And when I tell y'all went in. Now, here's my thing. And I want to talk about this, and then I'm gonna bring in the interview with Ebony, and then me, Pastor Tuck, and Donna, we gonna chop it up. Okay. But I want to share this again. The reason why I posted the video is because I sometimes run into women, have conversations with ladies who Eunice and I know, whether that's friends, family members, church members, people who me and Donna have had a lot of conversations as a friend, as a sister, who we just talking about, like, what men think, what men desire, what's really on brother's mind. Why does this brother do this? I don't understand why he did that. Man, I don't get that. And it's no man is the same. We're all different. But what I've learned is there's some foundational pieces for manhood, the same way there's a foundation for a house or for a building. At the end of the day, if you got a weak foundation, if your slab ain't right, the house ain't gonna be right. Right. Okay. So you got to make sure that the foundation is right. So what I'm saying is, a lot of men today, the reason why you have a lot of depression in men is because at the core, who they really are, they're not walking that out. Whether that's because they haven't gotten their relationship right with Christ, they're not a Christ-centered man, or maybe it is because of the confusion of this world. So when a man is not walking in his purpose, when a man is not in his rightful place as he should, depending on whatever age he is, or depending on whatever state or status or what he should be doing, he's going to be unhappy, uncentered. He's going to be off a little bit. So you got a lot of young men in their 20s who are depressed today. And I hear a lot of women say this. I heard a lot of parents say this, but particularly a lot of women. I don't understand, brother. I don't understand. Akintunde, man, listen. I gave the boy everything he needed. I set him up. You know what I'm saying? He got everything. thing. I mean, I try to get him. He don't want for nothing. I get him nice clothes. He dressed nice. You know what I'm saying? We live in a nice house. I'm not bragging, but we live in a nice house. And you know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why he not out there working hard. My daughter, she out there thriving. I don't understand. Yes. She getting it. But my son, Akintunde, I don't understand. I mean, because he got everything he need to be successful, and that's the problem. The joker needs something to work for. He needs something to strive for. You can't give a man everything. You can't protect a man from development. You can't block it when Uncle Greg or Uncle Mike or Uncle Tuck want to tell your son something that's uncomfortable, that's unpopular, and you block it. You get mad about it. No, don't say that to him. No. He needs somebody to jump in his chest.
Yes.
Hey, if Uncle Tuck trying to tell him something, you better you better get out of the way. Uncle Tuck trying to bless his life.
He's trying to bless his life.
Yes.
Uncle Tuck trying to bless his life. Uncle Tuck make men. I got a resume. I make men.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, Pastor Tuck. See, they might be a little bit more likely to receive it from you because you walk in the office of pastor. They might be a little bit more likely to receive from you because you have some fruit in your life that they can see. Oh, right. Hey, my Uncle Tuck he living good. Now, you know what I'm saying? Good family, successful, been married for a long time, got a church. But, see, Uncle Greg might be able to tell you something.
No, they don't.
They ain't. Uncle Greg might be able to tell you something, but Uncle Greg, he might deliver it in a different package. Uncle Greg, no, I'm telling you now, God dang it now, I'm telling you, nah. What you need to do is go on down there to the workforce and get your job. Now, get out your mama house and get your, and then Uncle Greg done cuss, and now everybody cut. Don't miss what Uncle Greg said.
Greg.
No, Keisha. No, Keisha.
Greg.
No, somebody need to talk to this boy.
Greg, don't talk to that boy like that, Greg.
No. See. Uh-huh. I'm trying to tell him. Okay, I'm gonna shut my mouth. I'm gonna shut up. Mm-hmm. Now,
Greg, you can't be cussing at that boy like that, Greg.
12 years later, Greg, I need you to come over here and talk to little Mike. I don't understand. No, Greg was trying to tell you 12 years ago. So now you got a
circus
lion man.
Circus.
So Pastor Tuck, that's your phrase, sir. Break that down. Mm-hmm. Break that down. What is a circus lion man? Then we're gonna come back to the video. I'm gonna play some of y'all comments, ladies from Facebook. Hundreds, thousands of views. Woo. And every few minutes I get a message. Such and such comment on your video, and y'all leaving paragraphs, essays. I'm like, did y'all write that, or did the AI write that? I'm like, God, dog. I'm talking about like well thought out paragraph. Some of it I agree with, some of it I don't agree with. We come to that in just a minute. But Pastor Tuck, circus lion men. What is this? Where does this term come from, sir?
Well, I mean, first I have several phrases, but anybody who know me know that there's certain things that I despise, and weak men at the top of my list, followed only by chitlins. So that just tell you where weak men fall on my list.
Daily I shall.
This joker
so before you bring a weak man to my house, I'll eat a bowl of chitlins. So that tell you how acceptable it's gonna be for your son to come up to one of my daughters.
Wow.
That tell you
God,
what that's about.
You would eat chitlins before you would talk to a weak man, entertain a weak man?
Before I allow a weak man to come into my family to accept, before my daughters accept one, I'll eat a bowl of chitlins. So I'm just trying to tell you now, that's where it falls on my category.
Good Lord.
Yes.
So we have to understand, most people don't even understand what that's about, because the word father in itself, it means the foundation of the family. Mm-hmm. And like you said, you can't build anything on a weak foundation. Mm. Everything else is gonna crumble. Yeah. Everything else.
Right.
I mean, the whole thing. That word husband. I was telling Donna and Tristan the other day, that word husband, listen to it. Husband, it's the house band. It's what holds the whole household together. Wow. So you can't be weak. You can't be weak. If you ever had an old worn out rubber band and try to put it on something, what it's going to do? It's going to pop, and everything you were trying to hold together falls apart.
Yeah.
You cannot have weak. As the head, we supposed to be the cap. If you put a cap on a bottle of water, you can shake that bottle of water up. You can throw it around the room and ain't no water spilling. But that cap on loosely, everything all over the place. You got a mess. And so we have to understand our place.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand that, and so when we start talking about this whole circus lion thing, is because as the lion is supposed to be the king of the jungle.
Right.
He's supposed to be the top dog. He's supposed to be the be all end all.
Right.
And lions are built a certain way. Everything's supposed to fear a lion. I mean, from the time that they born, they learn how to roar by listening to their daddy, and everything around them know what the sound of their voice sound like. Men are made different. That bass in our voice carries authority.
Yeah.
Like my kids could be in the house cutting up, and my wife in there, y'all better stop this. And I could be in the whole other end of the house, don't know what's going on. I'll be, hey, all of a sudden, peace hit the valley.
Hey, what did your mama say?
Yeah.
What did your mama say?
That's the end of the story. Ain't got to have no more conversation,
right?
Because that's what we supposed to be. We supposed to be lions, and see, a lion knows how to hunt. You ain't gonna throw the lion out there. Lions get kicked out to pride sometimes, and you'll never see a lone lion out there starving, because if it's something else out there, he gonna kill it. He gonna eat it.
Yeah.
He going at it.
Yeah.
I saw a video the other day, a male lion out there. He's out there in a herd of wildebeest, and he was diving on that joker. And they were ganging up on him. I mean, the lion flying up in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, they knocked him up in the air with their horns 2-3 times. He's still diving on that joker because he like, I'm getting to eat something today.
Yeah. A wildebeest, golly.
And I mean, you know how big
That's
them
a
jokers are.
huge animal.
And I'm like, and it's like 4-5 of them. And I mean, he come at one of them, and the other one come from the backside, hit him. You see the lion do a somersault, and that joke come back right back, and he dive back on another one. I mean, he like, look at, I ain't going out like that, player.
Yeah. Time to get these snacks.
Because that's what a lion do. Yeah. But a circus lion, he's sitting in there, he waiting for somebody to come bring him some meat every day.
He waiting for the bucket.
He waiting for the bucket. He ain't going out there. It's a trailer full of zebras right over here, but that joker ain't going to get no zebra.
Because he's been trained to let the zebra be.
Exactly.
He's been trained not to engage the zebra.
Right.
He been trained to wait for somebody to provide for him.
Yep, to bring him something.
Say that again, Pastor. You got to say that statement.
He's been trained for somebody to provide for him instead of being trained to provide for himself.
You said it very key, but you said a minute ago, you said he's been trained to wait.
Wait for somebody to provide for him.
Jesus.
And see, that's the difference. We don't understand when we raise our sons and we raise our daughters, we have to raise them differently, because this is key. As men, as the head of the household, our job is just like as a pastor. A pastor is the under shepherd. And as a man, you're the pastor of your household. So you're the under shepherd of your household. So your job as the under shepherd, just like as assistant manager, your job is to do the same job that the manager does. You're not the manager.
Correct.
But your job is to be the assistant manager. Your job is, you have the same job functions.
Right.
But you recognize that you have one over top of you. Yeah. So in the household, you're supposed to be everything that God is in your household. You're just not God. So you're supposed to be a God representation in your household. So if God's the protector and he's the provider, then that's my job in my house.
Okay.
Even though I have a protector and I have a provider,
right.
I am the protector and the provider in my house.
Right. And
so I'm supposed to raise my sons to understand that these are the roles that they're supposed to carry.
Okay, stop right there. Because I think that's a great point right there. Because I want to make sure I want to make sure, one, we get to the video and it's in the comments. So Donnie, you I know you pulled some.
I did.
Okay.
I pulled some.
So I want to come right there, Pastor Tuck. So let's talk about the circus lion theory, and let's connect to what you're saying right there. You said that as a man, you're supposed to raise your son to understand what their role is, how he's supposed to operate in his household, in life, in community, in the world, whatever. We're supposed to raise our sons to do that, right? So today, we're raised in a culture where 80% of households, let's talk about black folks, are led by mom. Okay. Now, ladies, don't get mad at your brother for a minute, but let me say this right. My mama raised my brother, my sister, and I. Cheryl Warnock, I give her a lot of credit. I don't pat myself on the back. I give my mama a lot of credit for this right here. My mama was a gangster as a parent. She believed in rough, raw, gut-wrenching parenting, meaning she was like, let me tell you something. What you're not going to be is no soft man. Let me tell you something. What you're not going to be is not out here handling your responsibility. Let me tell you something. If the school called me and tell me you did A, B, C, and D, I'm going to bust your behind. So when Miss such and such called me and was like, called my mom, I'm like, God dog, here we go. Yeah, I did it. God dog it, I did it. God dog it. So I know she might. The question now is she gonna beat me at the school? She gonna beat me in the bathroom, or she gonna let me get to the house? Why do I mention that? Because what she was training me on is principles and standards, and I'm gonna hold you accountable for your own personal god doggone actions. Yep. We got
consequences
a lot of
and repercussions.
Consequences and repercussions. We got a lot of soft poo-pooey parenting going on here today. And at the end, it's a lot of soft and it's a lot of grown men out here eating baby food when you're supposed to be eating meat a long time ago.
Ooh, yeah.
So let me connect that to what Pastor Tuck is talking about here. The circus lion theory, where you have men operating or not properly operating as they should, what that has caused is a lot of the responses that came to my video that I posted. Mm-hmm. So that circus lion dude who out here demanding stuff but ain't putting it out. Not always. That's not always the case. Let me say that. But and sometimes it is. In some cases it is. Now you got a bunch of wounded women out here who wounded by these circus lions. I'm coming to y'all for a minute late, so don't think I'm letting y'all off free. Who wounded by these circus lions. Now you out here. Now you done coupled all men in life into one category.
Can I show you something?
Please, sir.
You talked about that list, right?
Yes, sir.
That guy went down. I bet you can't find a lion in Africa anywhere that said don't nobody respect me.
Come on now.
Exactly.
Come on.
That's it. Right there.
Come on.
See, because you don't have to ask for respect if you built a certain way.
Yeah.
I ain't never said nobody disrespecting me.
Yeah.
I ain't never in all my days, in all of the hood rattery I done been around, had no woman that I said, she don't respect me.
Hood rattery.
Hood rattery. Wow.
Hood rattery.
Circus
And I ain't
lions
never
and
dated but one
rattery.
hood rat in all my days.
Just one?
Just one. And she brought a whole lot of drama, but she did not disrespect me.
Pastor, you told me, let me see, about a couple of them girls I know you told me about.
Ain't but one.
The other girl wasn't
Not but
hood
one. No, not but one. I learned that lesson quick. Even though I lived in the hood, I ain't want no hood rat.
Wow. Okay. So we're in a weird time right now. And I want to come to so Jaleel, get ready to play the video. We're gonna read, and then I want Donna to read some of the comments, and then we're gonna respond to them. And then I'm gonna play Ebony's Funderburk's comments. Okay, so let me check over here. Let me check over here on Clubhouse. And Donna, do me a favor. If you could check Facebook on your phone. Let's also see if anybody's got anything in the chats over here. Ashley Bailey talking about this show is expanding our vocabulary. So I guess hood rattery.
Yes, yes. That's a term. That's a term.
Paul Briggs said, "My church channel show idea: the Tales of Tuck."
Yes, sir. That's an episode. The hood rattery. That's a chapter.
That's a chapter. Phonics, according to the Akintunde show. That's hilarious. Why did Mocha just put a poop set? What is it? What are you calling crap, Mocha? Leon Campbell said, "I was there too. My mom bust my lip when I lied to her on her way to work." See, I love parenting like that. See, people today tell me she shouldn't have hit him. She busted his lip. That's abuse. Jeez. No, that's training. That's manhood.
That's teaching you consequences and repercussions. Consequences and repercussions.
Did I say don't lie to me? What did I say? God Joker, don't you lie to me.
Bet you ain't lying no more.
Bet you ain't lying no more. You taste a little bit of that blood?
That's it.
Okay, Ashley Bailey said men are walking around like the lion without courage from the Wizard of Oz.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Let me. Okay.
I was the king of the forest.
Nina said that was ice cold, Ashley. Leon said the same animal that killed Mufasa. That lion was getting one in for his cousin.
He told the wildebeest.
Listen, here's the thing. Let me say this right before I play the video. Because okay, so let me set up. Let me say this, and I'm gonna set up the video. So I want to be clear that there's a lot of circus lions out there, but I know a lot of real lions. Okay, I know a lot of men who are handling their business and who are out here going after life. Jaleel, do me a favor. Okay, I know what to do because my mama just called me. And your mother-in-law just called. My mother-in-law just called me. Okay, so they both called me right back to back. So I'm gonna check. I need to see what that is. Okay, so text your mama, text your grandmother, and let them know we're doing the show. But let me know why did they both just call me like that back to back. All right, all right. So, but here's the thing. I know a lot of brothers who really handling their business, who really doing their due diligence, who really are living life, who really are going out there riding for their family. Yep. I don't. When me and Pastor talk about family issues or talk about strengthening each other, iron sharpening iron in terms of men. I'm not talking him out of running the street with women. He not talking me out of running out on my family, not handling my responsibilities. We just sharing and talking about life and talking about how we want to be the best brothers. That's the brothers I know. You know what I'm saying? The men in my circle. So I don't know. So that's they ain't just got that way. That's been that way for a long time. I know the guys who I talk to out here trying to handle their business. So that's why I say when I see a lot of women talking about men and they couple us all, I'm like, really? I'm like, where these busters at? And I know there's some busters out there, but I need us to be clear. That's not everybody. And it's probably way more good men out here that are really trying to handle their business than you realize. But I'm gonna talk about why you may not be finding them guys in just a minute. But so the reason why I posted this video, you got the video ready, Jaleel? The reason why I posted this video is because I wanted women to hear the heart of a good man, of a real man who's in a relationship and who may not be, for whatever reason, who may not be receiving what they need, the nourishment and strengthening that they need from their woman. So I said, let me. I want ladies to understand some of the basic needs of a man. That's why I said this. Go ahead and roll that video, Jaleel.
Number one thing that brothers are telling me in the counseling office that they want in their relationship is RESPECT. Let me tell you today what respect looks like to your man. Number one is admiration. Do you admire him as a man? Number two, appreciation. Do you appreciate him for who he is and for what he does? Number three, surrendering and submitting to his leadership, that you allow him to lead. Number four, respect says, I will pay you attention as my man. I will give you undivided attention. Number five, respect is, I will make myself available for you. Number six, I will keep myself attractive for you. Number seven, I will attend to your needs. And number eight, I will articulate your love language.
Listen, y'all, before I even get into the comments and respond to the video, if you're looking for promotional products and apparel, look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything with P&B Promotionals. Over 800,000 products, hats, mugs, backpacks, bottles, cups, drinking glasses, lip balm, chewing gum, candy, and of course, t-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising institution. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. That's pbpromotionals.com. Imprinting the best for less. PNB Promotionals. Good service, good people, y'all. Make sure y'all let them know that you heard about it on the Akintunde Show, please. Again, over 70,000 of y'all saw this video on Facebook alone. That's not even talking about Instagram. Hundreds of responses, detailed responses. I was very appreciative of the candor of the responses. I was concerned about some of the responses, but I think it reveals some things that we need to address. And that's why I want to come back and talk about today. Again, in just a little bit, my sister Ebony Funderburg, I'm going to play her response to the video. She saw the video, right? And she responded to the video, okay? So I want to bring Ebony on in just a little bit. But again, y'all were very passionate about your responses. The women and men in the comments. Overwhelmingly, the comments were from ladies. Let me say this right here. Ladies, when you get information about how men operate, don't dismiss it, even if you don't fully agree with it, and even if you can't or think you should not provide it. Because I say this a lot. Jason and Pastor Tuck and myself, I think we do live in a bit of a vacuum. We live in a kingdom vacuum. What I mean is the kingdom vacuum, there's some stuff that some other guys may be dealing with that we simply don't. Because of our marriage, how long we've been married, and the principles that we try to operate and appropriate into our lives, right? So I recognize there's some stuff going on that some brothers that we being fully transparent, that we just don't recognize. So, and every time I talk to some brothers or every time I talk to some ladies, I'm like, what? When they start doing that? Are you serious? That's what sisters doing that? What? That's what brothers doing that? God, no. So let me say that. And let me say this too, because we talked about the circus lions. And let me talk about the ladies for a minute, because I want to let y'all off. Ladies, let me tell y'all something. Principles and standards always trump feelings and emotions. Principles and standards always trump feelings and emotions. Say it one more time. Principles and standards always trump feelings and emotions. So if your principle and standard is, I don't have sex before marriage. Oh, that's hot. That's old school. That's out of step. I'm gonna get mine. Okay, go ahead and get it. 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 You might get a buster. You might get a baby. You might get a disease. You might get some soul ties. You might get some wasted time. The principle and standard of that I only have sex with my husband protects me from a lot of foolishness. But if you're like, I love him, or I have needs, and then you deal with a buster because you didn't operate by a principle or standard that then opens you up for some mess, that ain't the rest of the good brother's fault. Because you let a buster come in and give you a baby, or you let a buster come in and wreck your emotions. You let a dude play you. That ain't them good dudes' fault who was really your husband. Principles and standard also, they trump how you like preferences. Oh, Don, I'm about to go there. Oh, Lord. Principles and standards trump how you feel about this dude and how you and how you emote about this dude. So what do I mean? Girl, this Negro fine. Oh my God, he's so fine. Oh my, this girl, he like 6'3". Girl, he got a cute smile. He got a full hairline. Girl, he got a good job. And he really, really give me a whole lot of attention. I'm gonna give him some just so he can know what he getting. Sucker stuff. So now you done gave it up. Now you find out who he really is. Girl, I didn't know this joke was like that. Girl, he abusive. I didn't know that he don't take care of his business. Oh, I thought that was his car. That wasn't his car. Oh, maybe it ain't even that. Maybe he got the money. Maybe he all of that. He handsome guy. He's 6 foot this, whatever. He got everything. Sex like you like it. I'm being real for a minute. Yeah. And he got the money to go along with it. But because you violated your principle and standards, now he don't respect you no more. So he took the sex. Thank you. I ain't even want that, but since you're giving it up, because I don't have personal standards in myself, I'm not rooting and grounding my own person kingdom standard. But now I got it. Thank you.
You said something, and I'm trying not to address it, but I'm gonna have to.
Go ahead, sir.
that mentality that, like you said, I'm gonna do this so he know what he getting. That physical. Mm-hmm. Y'all need to recognize that ain't the only one that was ever made, and it's not as special as you think it is.
Daily I shine.
Jesus.
What makes it special is the spiritual component that God puts on it when he puts the two people together in marriage covenant. Otherwise, it's just like a generic piece of bread off the shelf.
Stop walking
in front of the prophet. No matter what school you got it from. Jesus. You can put any piece of meat in between it. I'm just trying to help somebody understand that. I don't care how special you think it is. What makes it special is that spiritual component that God puts when he puts two people in covenant relation. So if you think you're going to keep any man with a physical, you done lost your mind.
Yeah, I'm going to let that marinate for a minute. I'm glad you said it. You went there, but I'm glad you said it.
Hey, y'all know Pastor Tucker. I'm the no excuse pastor. I'm gonna tell it to you. I love you too much to lie to you, and I see too many people ruining their lives behind foolishness.
Yeah,
too many.
Jesus,
too many.
But see that I'm not going to address it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull on past that. But you went there, and it needed to be said, and somebody need to hear that. So, because what's special about it is to your husband.
Like I said, it's that spiritual component.
Yeah,
you can't replace what I'm trying to tell you now. What God do. It's just like what that day Eddie Murphy said, like said to a star man. What kind of crack is that? Is that Ritz?
And you know what? Here's the thing. Just because you went there, just because you opened this little can, I'm gonna respond to this very quickly, and I'm gonna jump back to Donna's comments. All right. Here's the thing, ladies. When the spiritual component is there, how can I say this without being you think you ain't got no good, or he think you ain't got no good. Catch that for a minute. Watch this. Ladies, you think he got to have I'm just gonna say it right there.
Big feet.
Yeah. You gotta have all this right here. Girl, he got this. Let me tell you something. When you got that spiritual component, and have you sitting on the edge of the bed looking at your wife like, what in the world was that? I don't know what that was, but I know one thing. When I get off from work tomorrow, I'm coming right back home for that. And then a chick out here with a $1,000 weave on, a BBL, some fake this, flat this, work out all the time, and you like, I don't understand. I got this, I got that. It don't matter. That's why I be telling y'all about all this, all this superficial stuff.
All that ain't necessary.
Don't matter. When you get that spiritual connection, that clashes with that physical connection. That's what make you go out. That's what make you go out and go climb a mountain for your wife and your children.
Wow.
When God ordains it, I'm trying to tell you, as a man, you'll kick Holly Berry in her face.
What?
You be
Halle
like,
Berry!
Wentz, you be
Halle
like, Wentz, you
Berry!
better
Get your
you be
behind
like,
away
Wentz,
from
you better get on out of here.
You better get your behind away from me. Let me tell you something. I'm just gonna keep it real for a minute. When I used to be on the I'm just gonna go ahead and say I used to be on the road back in the day, and some female actors and comedians whom y'all know, they be like, "You mean Akintunde, you don't never cheat on your wife?" Really? I've had women say stuff to me. I'm like, what? Did you really say that?
So if I was to offer you something right now, you wouldn't take it. I know the next part of that conversation. You ain't got to say it.
Right.
And I'll blank your blink. I had one woman tell you Nissa in front of me. Hey, she told you Nissa. Let me tell you something. I would blank your husband blank. I'm like, okay.
And one of you niggas said, and I will blank your blank.
No, she just said blank.
Let me. This is what they don't understand. I'm like, ma'am. Once God showed me this right here, I'm good on all that. I really am. And you don't understand that. I'm good. This is a spiritual connection that's result in a physical connection that you don't understand. And I dare not violate this by getting with you. I'm sorry. I ain't saying you ain't cute, but this right here, oh no, this is a whole other level. This is beauty. This is spiritual. This is kingdom. This is my wife. This is my love. This is the mother of my children. God dang it, I dare not ever violate that. I'm trying to get with some out in these streets. No. And you playing yourself in the process, and you're scaring the heck out of me. So my point is, ladies, because Reverend Tucker went there.
Somebody need to tell him.
Yeah, stop thinking that good is all it's about. It's not. It's really not. That'll have you around here. That'll have you around here frustrated. I don't understand. I got this and I got that, and I keep doing this and I keep doing that. Stop doing all that. Stop compromising yourself. You listen. You can't. When you compromise your principles and your standards, and you get with men, they don't respect you to the full.
Yep, because you have basically minimized yourself to a part.
And let me jump in here, because I want to say this to ladies. I want ladies, please listen to what they are saying. You know, as a woman, please listen to what they are saying. They're saying the good ain't all that. Okay? No. It's not all that it's wrapped up to be. Even though, I mean, it's good. Now, don't get that. But it's not all that. You got to have that special man in your life. And stop trying to use that as a weapon to get men, to bring men into you. You're using that as your bait to hold men, to keep men, but you can't hold them and keep them with that. It takes so much more. And if you're experiencing those type of relationships, stop. Just stop. Stop today. Stop. Now, did we say it's going to be easy? No. We didn't say it's going to be easy, but it's worth it in the long run. You're going to get something in the end. You're going to get something that you can't get rid of. You're going to have problems and issues that you don't even have to go through, because you are surrendering and giving up something that was meant for your husband. You know, so stop. Just stop. And I know I'm speaking to some women. I know I'm speaking to you. Stop doing it. As a woman, I'm telling you, listen to what they are saying. They're giving you jewels. They're giving you the keys to get out of the emotional distress you are putting yourselves under, because you are using sex as bait to get a man that you may want or you may desire. And he eventually, a lot of time, 99.9% out of 100, he's not going to keep you anyway. So please,
Jesus.
please stop doing it and focus on God. Focus on yourself. Get yourself together. Get yourself ready for and prepared for the man that is going to appreciate the good, because he's really gonna make you know that what you have is good, not just ordinary.
Wow.
You know,
Okay,
I don't know why I'm going here. I think the Holy Spirit is just somebody need to know this. But there was a time, and we know this is all under the blood and before, but I have manipulated so many women in my life. It's crazy. And one of the reasons that made them so easily to be manipulated was because they had that same mindset.
Right.
Because the world taught them that was valuable, that was something that they could use for that purpose.
Right.
And watch this. The reason why that what I used to make that such an easy tool of manipulation was all I had to do was turn it down.
Come on. Oh,
Yep.
Because see, every other joker would just take it freely, and by me turning it down, made you think I was somebody special.
Right. Right.
So now I can do anything I want with you.
Right.
Manipulation.
Because you can't understand why I don't want what you think is so valuable.
Right. Right.
Because what I recognize is, hey, that's a dime a dozen. I can get that anytime I want.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right.
But you don't realize that. And until you recognize that this itself is not valuable, I'm valuable.
Watch this right here, Pastor Tuck. You flip that same principle for the ladies, right? That's a real. Let me tell you something. That's a real world strategy right there. Now,
It is.
now
Yeah.
what he's talking about is listen. I'm gonna tell you some brothers right now. I'm about to peep you some game. You want to raise your stock around some women? Be the dude in the room who ain't hollering at everybody.
Yep.
Be the dude who ain't gawking at everybody booty in the room.
Right.
After a while, it might take 3-4 hours at the dinner party, but after a while, they be like, Craig, so what's up with you?
Right.
And then they start talking amongst themselves. Girl, what's up with him? Your friend, your cousin.
He must be on the down low.
Yeah, is he gay? Oh, he not gay? Oh, because he not really. And so what she's doing, you've piqued her interest.
Right.
Ladies, flip it the same way for yourself. If you're the woman who is not talking to everybody in the room, if you're the woman who ain't got the big mouth, if you're the woman who everybody hadn't gotten with, if you're the one who everybody like, man, she ain't even like, she ain't even all that. She ain't even getting up to nobody.
She ain't all that.
She ain't all that. What I mean, guess what? To the right dude, you are all that. And when he knows that you are prized too, that you hadn't been out here just straight buffeting it up to everybody, then you are valuable on a whole other level. But if you take this mindset, if you're watching these movies and watching these TV shows, and you're like, I'm out here getting it, I'm out, sucker stuff. That'll have you in these comments mad about that video that I put up. Principles and standards always trump feelings and emotions.
Yep.
So so I'm gonna come to some of these comments now. Okay, I'm gonna come to some of y'all comments quickly in Clubhouse. Donna, if you could make sure I'm not missing anything in the live chat on Facebook. Okay. I see y'all. Ashley Bear said, first of all, Akintunde, the women have to leave their house, then we can notice Craig. Most of us are watching true crime documentaries, wait for our man of God to come through Amazon Prime.
Ashley Bailey, go find you a church small group, girl.
Yep.
Ooh, Leon Campbell. Leon Campbell said that good starts sagging with too much use.
That's true. But
You know they got surgeries.
we can go
and all
get
that
it
kind. You know
tightened
they
up
got
now.
yeah, I get what you know they got
Yep.
surgeries and all kinds of stuff
Yep.
now.
That can be tightened up too. Yep.
No.
You never have
They
to
got
say.
they got refurbishing services now.
Yep.
No.
Yep. That's true.
No, but here's the whole thing. All right, see,
Factory recertified.
See, what you gotta have is pass up. You know, you got the man cave. You need a woman cave where you can let some women. You need to let Donna, Eunice, Pastor Stephanie pull in a few other women of God, and y'all need to have some real world conversation with. Because I can't go into all of it. I'm not gonna respond to all of it. But I'm just saying that surgery.
Yeah.
Look what Leon Campbell said.
I'm not even reading that. I'm not even reading that today, man.
But that's true.
I'm not reading that.
That's
sir.
real world. That's real
I'm
world.
not
telling
reading
you.
that.
It's a few
I'm not reading out
comments in here
loud.
that you don't want to read today.
That's real world.
Okay.
Going to Brazil.
Okay. Again, so y'all saw the video. I played the video. All right. So we got to make sure I got time for Ebony's we got two clips from me and Ebony's interview conversation. I'm gonna play the full conversation a little bit later on. But Donna, go ahead and read some of those comments, because Donna, I don't think Donna and I. Well, last week I was like, we was at like 10,000 views, and I was like, Donna, it's only like 30 comments on there. Maybe the ladies are scared; they don't want to say nothing to them. Whatever. I said, maybe we got them stumped. I don't know if the algorithm heard it or something, but y'all went to talking. And y'all went to talking, and y'all went to comment. Now y'all comment with each other. Some of y'all halfway arguing with each other in the comments. It's on fire. But again, go ahead and read some of the comments, please, my sister.
Okay, so do you want me to read the names too?
Oh, you can read the first name.
Okay, let's see. Let's go with Kathy. Okay, so
Don't read their whole name. Put them on Front Street. They posted under their first name.
They did.
They posted under their whole name.
Listen. Mr. Sir with Network. You gotta be careful what you take on social media and put on
here.
On Roku, Amazon,
Yeah, I'm
Apple
just
TV.
messing with you. I'm like, you was bold enough to post with your name? Say it with your chest.
Well, we going with Kathy.
Yes.
So Kathy said, okay, now this is a good point. Maybe you talking about men years ago, not in today's society. You can do all that and they still cheat, lie, and don't even show you no appreciation or undivided attention. You know,
Wow.
So that was Miss Kathy.
Okay.
Miss Kathy.
There was a lot of comments like that.
Demetria said, so in summary, it's do everything for me that makes me feel good to be with you. It's a never ending pandering and most definitely unrealistic expectations of another human being just because they're in relationship with you. Hashtag huge red flag.
Wow. Okay. Go ahead.
Tarry said, she said, can you do another video about how men should behave to make it easier for their women to respect him? It's so hard respecting a man that is doing things that aren't worthy of respect.
Fair point.
Join the man cave. Join us at the man cave.
Yeah.
Okay. Monica said, never make a man feel like a king when he's not willing to make you feel like a queen. Submission is respect. It's hard to respect anyone who doesn't respect themselves. Brother sounds like a bunch of boys to me. A man commands respect by his presence. And that's what Pastor Tuck was talking about a little earlier today. Amina says a man must give you something to respect, admire, attend, something to surrender to. A cheater doesn't deserve any of those things. Let's see. Okay, so B says, I'm just tired of the demands. How does attractiveness equate to disrespect? Make it make sense. A woman will get pregnant and the body will change, just like men lose hair. Would it be fair if a woman said that if her man loses hair, he is being disrespectful? So unreasonable.
Okay, let me address that. Let me respond to that one, because that is one that came up consistently throughout the whole piece, right? What I'm talking about is and hear me on this. I'm talking more in the extremes. I'm not so much talking about day-to-day stuff. All right. If a man is walking around every single day wanting his woman to look like she going out stunting every single night, he's a fool. He's not. That's unrealistic, right? I'm talking about if you know your man likes a certain thing and you have the option to do that for him, be that. Because that's something that's attracted to him. What am I talking about? That we did a whole video about this, a whole show about this some years ago, and it was last year. And it was, if your man doesn't want you to cut your hair, should you cut your hair? And women's like, I'm not doing this, da 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 da. And if he don't like this, no, sweetheart. If you got a head full of hair. And you want to go to, like a lot of sisters are going right now, you want to get a short haircut with skin on the side. If your husband don't like that, I say keep your hair, because that's not an unreasonable request there. That don't mean he should just get in line. No. Now, if you lose your hair because of alopecia, if you lose your hair because of blood pressure medicine, if you lose your hair because of chemotherapy, if you lose your hair because of time, and he got a problem with that, then he's wrong. So he shouldn't be unreasonable to think that, whoa, I got a problem. No, that's unreasonable. But if you got a head full of hair and you got an option, you're like, hey, I like your hair a little bit longer, or maybe just don't cut it all off or whatever. And if you got a problem, if you want somebody, I do what I want to do stuff, then you don't need to be married, because that may be something that he likes. That may be something that's attracted to him about you. So, and it's not, everything is not physical, but men do eat with our eyes. Most of us do, at least. And that's okay. And you want it, and ideally you want to be eating at the house. So I think sometimes we get off with these principles and we get off with these ideas, and sometimes you get off to listening to people who ain't in a relationship. That's another thing. Stop taking bad advice from wrong people. So sometimes we taking these mindsets, narratives, and we applying it to our lives, to your relationship. It's not even there. So what I'm talking about is, now here's another thing too. Don't be the woman who only gets dressed up when somebody's coming over too. You know, the person who because we going out, you got your nails done. Because such and such is coming to the house, you looking phenomenal. No, that shouldn't be the thing. That shouldn't be the thing. That shouldn't be the case. There should be a desire to be pleasing to your husband. That's not unrealistic. It's now. Somebody will say, well, you can do all of that, he's still gonna cheat. That dude who gonna cheat regardless whatever you look like. Please understand that. The dude who gonna cheat no matter what you look like. Again, Halle Berry got cheated on. Halle freaking Berry, multi-millionaire, beautiful actress, body tight, all that good stuff, still get cheated on. So that dude Eric Benet was gonna cheat anyway.
They for the record, they all say she crazy than a bunch of.
I have heard that. Yeah,
I mean, that's what they say.
I have heard that.
That's what they say.
Heard that. Yeah, I have.
All of those dudes that they all have a common thread, testimony about her. Yeah,
they were like,
ooh. Yeah.
But that doesn't take the accountability off of them for cheating. No,
hey, I'm just, I just want to put that out there. That is a common testimony for her, her in particular.
I'll say this. BC before Christ, and BE before Eunice. I've dated some crazy pretty girls. I'm like,
yeah,
like. How are you that fine and that crazy? And what you do is you start easing away. You start slowing back. You like, hey. I'm just saying. So my point is, so because a lot of people's talking about that whole thing about being a problem with him saying that being attractive. Be attractive.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just
demands respect.
Yeah,
it's part of a respect package.
Yeah, I done been in public, and I done been in public, and I done been standing in the grocery store, and I'm like, yeah, no way in the world you married with your feet looking like that. And I ain't talking about having a whole bunch of nails done. I'm talking about, ma'am, really?
You talking about crusty?
Yeah, I'm talking about your heel got 4 layers of dead skin on it, ma'am. Really?
Well, you know, what the heck? No. But what do his heels look like?
Here's the question. I don't know. I ain't see his heels. But Donna, here's the question. Here's the question.
How many kids that woman have?
That-
What's that woman been doing at home? Taking care of the kids and the man ain't there. What, you know, come.
Now here's the whole thing.
Okay.
She been stomping the car with her feet.
Donna, here's the whole thing.
She been stomping grapes.
Here's the whole thing. Children, life, and work should not trump hygiene.
I agree. I agree with that.
Guess what? See, here's the whole thing. That's why I be talking about the ladies.
Sometimes they do.
No, but see, ladies, y'all can't hold the men accountable, but give yourself a pass. A lot of women do that.
Wait. It's not about getting a pass.
Hold on. We're not talking about the fact that you got to be runway. He's not talking about you got to be runway ready every day.
Of course not.
That's not what he's talking about. That might be what this dude is talking about.
Right.
But that's not what Ak is talking about.
I don't think that guy was.
Ak is talking about the fact that it's like that the only time you consider anything is when you consider outward. Like you got to go to work, you dress up. You going out with your friends, you dress up. Somebody's coming over, you dress up. But it's like when it's just me and you don't care.
Yeah.
And
well, you can just relax. When you can just relax for a minute from all the other stuff.
It's not when you relax for a minute. It's just like there's never an occasion where you want to be nice for him. And he's like, it's one of those things. And this is probably going through every man's mind at some point in time. It's like you get up and go to work. It's like, I bought you that $200 perfume and you putting that on to go to work. What you smelling good for?
Who you try? Ooh, say that, sir. Jesus.
You bought it for me to wear. You bought it for me to wear. Did you say?
For me?
Did you say?
I don't get to smell it, but your coworkers smell it all the time.
For me.
You smelling it as I walk out the door.
Yeah, as you walk out the door. No, he wanted that, so I wanted that white diamond so he could sniff her neck.
Come on.
I'm gonna put it on here while I'm cooking, while I'm taking care of the baby, while I'm cleaning the bathroom floor. That's when I'm gonna put it on. When I'm gonna get out the shower, put some of that on. If I can get a shower today, I'm gonna get with my 6 kids.
No. Here's the whole thing. Once you have a husband, you don't have the right to ask that question.
You don't have the right to ask what question?
You don't have the same way a man, it's hard medicine now. You depressed, you got stress, but your kids are sick. Sir, you got to get some insurance or you got to find some money to take this child to the doctor.
Exactly.
Don't care how you feel about it.
Exactly.
The baby got colic. The baby got the flu. Handle your business, sir. Get the child, get in the car.
Where's my women?
And go and take this baby to the doctor because that is your responsibility as a man. Ladies, to your husband, you have children and you have a schedule. You might have a job, but some of the basic stuff, I'm not saying you got to be runway ready for your husband, but if you know you coming home to your husband, baby, take a shower. Pull that hair back in a ponytail and grease them feet and put some lotion on. What that tells your man and put just a little bit of something. You got to be fly. You can be walking around in a t-shirt and some shorts, but the fact that you clean and you got your stuff together and you a little bit all, you got just a little smell good on. That tell that man that she is thinking about you.
Okay.
I got a question.
Do men do the same?
Donna, that can't be your response every time.
I'm asking you. I'm asking the question. Yes, it has to be, because if I'm out here and I'm doing everything I can do just to keep this family afloat, don't expect me every day. Now, I'm not saying y'all expecting every day.
When you marry a pretty boy like me,
that's what you expect. Okay,
you don't have that problem. You don't have that problem.
I take a shower every single day.
Okay,
He gonna keep it fly. We're gonna keep it fly.
I'm gonna need some ladies that have some kids and whatnot to get in this chat.
Five-
And let me just ask you what y'all think.
Yanissa has
just
5
wanna
children.
ask.
5 children. 5 children. Had 5 children between the age of 21 and 29.
Okay. How about when they're the age of 1 and 8 or 1 and 10? How many
once
kids
again,
in
Donna,
there?
Still,
we're not talking about a daily thing.
Okay.
We're not. That's not what you're talking about.
As long as you're not talking about daily.
No,
That's all I'm saying.
If this ain't nothing but your if this ain't nothing but your it's Friday, it's Saturday night.
Okay. All right.
It ought to be at least once a week. I ought to be like, I need to let him know he's special.
I agree. I agree.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree with that.
That's what he's saying from that perspective. But I do have a question though.
Yeah.
And this just for my own knowledge. I never even asked my wife this question, but it just something came to me when y'all was talking about this. Because I've never had this problem with my wife. But like Donna, your hair looks nice right now.
Thank you.
Okay. You go home and when ladies pull their hair back and stuff like, is that a relaxation thing or what is that? Is that a utility thing? What is that?
When you go home and pull your hair back or off?
Yeah. Back, Donna, not off.
Hey.
No, back, Donna, back. I'm like, you pull it back, put it in a ponytail, whatever.
It's getting it off your face because it didn't look like this morning. And ladies know that. It didn't look like this.
No, but
when I pull it back and put it up on the ponytail or whatever, it's relaxing because it's getting it off my face, it's getting off my neck. I just need to feel free for a moment.
Okay, because I'll tell you, and like I said, I've never had this problem with Pastor Stephanie, and this was, like I said, once again, way before Pastor Stephanie. But I do remember I used to have this problem with this girl because it was like, okay, you done got your hair all nice and fixed, go to work, then you come in the house, first thing you do, I'm like,
yeah, I want to get a little bit of that too.
Pull your hair back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
take it off?
Okay, I mean, you done all this to look nice for everybody else all day, then you come home, then you want to go homely. I'm like, what's that about?
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, you got to take. Okay, so when you come in,
I never understood it, so I asked the question because I don't have this problem with my wife. My wife look good. I don't care how she look. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my wife.
Yeah.
You know.
But she put up her hair in a ponytail. She still look good.
Yeah, my wife look good in rollers. I mean, just once again, that's my wife.
That's your wife.
But that's that difference. Like I said before, that's that spiritual connection, that covenant. That's a difference between somebody you just with. And the one God put you with. Right. That's a big difference in that.
Definitely a big difference.
Or is it that Pastor Stephanie, over the years, has learned to maintain herself in such a way that she always remains attractive to you?
No, I don't care. I don't care what state my wife in. My wife is
that's
my
not what
wife
I'm saying.
all day.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Because I love Yanissa with the bonnet on. I love Yanissa when she about to get her hair done. I love Yanissa when she just got her hair done. I love all those different areas. I especially love the bonnet. The bonnet is a personal thing. Anyway, hold on.
You didn't like bonnets.
No.
Outside. You said outside.
The bonnet communicates a whole nother thing, and that's too much information for the show. That's too much information for the show.
Anyway,
don't go down that road, Donna.
Give me that
this
bonnet
is the
love.
Kingdom Network.
Give me bonnet love. Bonnet.
Come back.
I'm sorry. Anyway, what I'm saying is that I think all ladies, you have to figure out how to be the different versions of your man, of yourself that your man likes. Not unreasonable foolishness. Okay? You shouldn't be expecting a woman with a baby, kids, a job, or whatever to be coming in here every day stunting. Okay? But every once in a while.
Show him the woman that he married.
Oh yeah, and come home looking good, and just come and kiss him right on the mouth. And he like, God, dog, okay, what was that? Boy, she look good there. Okay, all right, God dang.
Who was you talking to today?
No, Donna.
They gonna say,
no.
Look here, Marcus and Angela.
No, I
know you cheating, Marcus.
No, what he's
I know you cheating.
no, what
Who
he's
you
gonna
been
say
with,
is,
Marcus?
no, what he gonna say is, now I'll say this: a dude who had somebody cheat on him before might think that. A dude, if you done cheated before, he might think that. But a dude, if you ain't got no reason to think that, that should not be your go-to.
Right.
It should be like, nah, it's a healthy relationship.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, how can I say this? Ladies, if you're wearing perfume, always spray a little bit under your clothes. Because when you spray it on your neck, that's for everybody else. You spray it on your clothes, that's for your man.
Oh, really?
Because later on, when it's like, she put just a little extra something right there for you. That was yours, sir. That wasn't for everybody else. Because they don't pick up that scent. They pick up the neck, the arm. This right here is for your husband. My point in saying that is, and what that tells him, it's a small thing. Oh, it's a small thing. But at the time when that man, when he can tell there's a concentrated a little bit of firmament down there for him, that tells him that was for me. That wasn't for everybody else.
Leon is stupid.
I
Leon
don't
said
think
weeks
it's in
with
the
all day
clothes.
sweat is invigorating.
Somebody put shake it fast. Watch yourself.
Paul
Show me
Briggs
what
said,
you're working with.
Paul Briggs said, why is Ock's voice changing so disturbing?
Wait, he also said Pastor Tuck wants Pastor Stephanie walking around the house with white diamonds on and feeding him crack oranges on the couch.
Hey, White Diamond is Oxit.
That is ox, yes.
That's Oxit.
Yep.
I don't do the White Diamond, sir.
Pastor Tuck, he do Gina Tay. He like Pastor Stephanie with Gina Tay.
No, sir. No, sir. I don't do Gina Tay. I don't do Gina Tay.
All right, Jaleel has hit me. He said, this is how bad it was. We're so far off the schedule. Jaleel has sent me a note. He said, we got to get to the clip. Okay. Sent me a whole note. We got to get to the clip.
Okay.
All right. This has been some good stuff today, I think.
It is.
Okay.
It is. It really
so
is.
I'm going to play this clip from Ebony Funderburg, who's a friend of ours, Eunice and ours. She's an industry executive. She great sister, woman of God. Let me give you a little bit. She was a former exec for Verity Records gospel label, one of the at the time the largest gospel label in the industry. She is the host right now of Mommy Moments, hosted by the Glamazon mom, aka Ebony Funderburg. So I talked with Ebony on yesterday because I really want to get a woman's perspective, who not just out. Don always talking about the show's out of balance because I'm just sandwiched in between I and Pastor Tuck and Jason, right? So I said, let me find some other female voices, okay?
Thank you.
That's not just in the comments because I love the Ox Show family, but I said let me see if Ebony. I'm gonna get Ebony's perspective on this. So I'm not gonna play the entire end of the conversation. I'm gonna play that'll be posted later on. But I did want to play this clip right. It's two clips. I'm gonna try to get both of them in. We've talked so much past it, but I want to get at least this one clip in. Play that first clip, Jaleel. Found it hard over the years to meet eligible men that meet your criteria.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I think that is really an issue that we have in our community specifically, because there's some things that he said that immediately were red flags.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
Because it didn't come with balance. This is what I want to bring to the conversation. Let's bring a little balance to that, because I don't disagree with some of the things that he's saying in the video. And I happen to think I'm a wife. Matter of fact, I know I'm a wife. It's been prophesied. Ebony, you are a wife.
Praise God.
But the key is, how many husbands are there out there? How many men that are actually operating to a standard and a level of husband? Because there are a lot of guys. I'm thinking I'm in my 40s, so I'm going to meet men who are ready to settle down, who got a 401 and some retirement, who build a career, who the kids are grown, they're not going to have to work. And I'm meeting player from the Himalayas in the 40s.
Wow.
And 50s.
Wow.
And that is not, it's kind of bleak out here, y'all. I'm sorry.
Well, it's interesting you say that because I heard that a friend of mine, actually Donna, who co-hosts the show and who will be responding to this you and I's conversation. But Donna said to me that a lot of guys are still playing games in their 50s and 60s, and I'm like, really?
Yes.
I'm like, and I know, there's always some dudes who you always got that ignorant uncle who you're like, really, you still talking like that? You still playing them games? So you always have that person sometimes that you run into. But I'm hearing there's an overwhelming amount of men who are really too old to be playing the games that they playing to be in the situation that they're currently in.
Right. And I believe that once you kind of hit your 40s, you're ready to, as a woman, listen, here's the reality of where we are, because we got to take into account the reality of African-American women.
Mm-hmm.
We are the most educated group in the country.
That's right.
We are leading in entrepreneurship.
That's right.
We are literally bossing up. To some extent, this is a ripple effect of our being single moms.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And having to raise children by ourselves.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We've got to find a way to make sure that we're bringing in enough money or income to support our kids and our family. We don't want to live in poverty.
Right.
So it's almost to this counter response to that is we're going to now penalize you because you're too educated and you make too much money.
Wow.
So now you're going to be penalized. We don't want you because you don't need us. No, we do need you. You don't think I don't want to stop working?
Wow.
Do you not think I want to vacation?
Wow.
Do you not think that I want my husband to bring home the bacon and I just fry it up in a pan because I have been shopping, I've been handling kids. Do you think I don't want to relax and rest? But these, I've dated a couple of guys since I've been divorced so here's the other thing. I've been married and divorced.
Okay.
So, I know what bad looks like. I'm not.
Okay. Now, does that change the perspective in terms of once you've been in a bad situation, no matter to what degree that is? Does that make you really extremely comfortable being like by myself, in the meantime?
It is a resolve that you have once you've gone down that bad path, is that there is nothing worth going back down that bad path.
Wow.
So if you're bringing red flags, I'm good.
Wow.
Because I know what the end is. So I'm good.
Wow.
And for me personally, it's like I've resolved, I'm not looking for God's good and acceptable. I'm looking for his perfect will for me.
Okay.
I want God man for me.
Wow. Ebony Funderburk, host of Mommy Moments, the Glamazon Mom, that's heard on radio stations all over the country. And shout out to her for hanging out with me on yesterday. She'll be back with us live on Thursday. She wasn't available today, so I did an interview with her today because the conversation is ladies and gentlemen. So I wanted to kind of open the conversation up a little bit to get some more dialogue in from not just the Ox Show host or the Ox Show family. So thank you to her for coming in. I'm gonna play the whole interview, the whole conversation will be posted on Facebook. It will be for on demand later on. Pastor, I don't know how soon you can get it up, but at some point you can find it on the My Church channel. You can find it on YouTube, and you can find it on Facebook again. But again, Ebony, I thought she gave great insight and perspective in terms of what she said, and I love what she said. She said, I don't want just what's good. I want the God man for me, and I think. So to that point, as we come to the end of the show, because I got a hard out today because I got to record. But to that point about having the God man in your life, Donna, I'm start coming to you first, and then I'm gonna get Pastor Tuck's perspective on this too. Take what she said, the whole conversation she said, but particularly about that God man. I think a big part of that having that God man is preparation. You know what I'm saying? Like it's being prepared for when that man comes. What's your thoughts, Donna?
having a God man is in preparation. I think getting yourself in your personal relationship with God and working and knowing that you want to be a wife and preparing yourself so that you are the wife when your man meets you, if that's what you're looking for, then I think, yes, you have to get yourself prepared to be, if that's what you want. Then prepare yourself for that, because that man, you're going to attract him to you. You're going to eventually attract him to you. So you have to do your homework, do your due diligence, for your future husband. You have to do that.
Yeah.
If that's not what you want to do, then you run rampant, do what you want to do. But if you are looking to have a godly relationship, then you have to carry yourself in that godly manner.
And what does that look like to you, Donna? Provide some actual, like, put some meat on that bone a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like what does that look like?
For me, get yourself emotionally prepared. Get yourself financially prepared. Do the things that you would like to bring, what you want to bring to the table. If you want to have get your finances in order, get your emotions in order, get your relationship with God in order. Know what God says about who you are and who you're supposed to be. Know what God says. You got to get in the book. And if you don't know the word and what God says that you should be and what you should have and what he wants for you, then that's what you need to be focusing on until he comes. Until that man comes into your life, because you will recognize, like they say, game recognizes game. God will recognize his God. The God in me recognizes the God in you, and we can put that thing together. So that's what I'm saying. Get yourself in a position where you are that virtuous woman. Get yourself in a position where it doesn't mean that you have to be making $1 billion or whatever like that, but get yourself holy and righteous before the Lord and live as God has instructed us to live. Will we fall? I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, because we're not perfect.
Right.
But we strive to be the best we can be each and every day. And I think that to me, that's what it means. That's what it means to me. Each day I want to be better than I was yesterday. Now, some days I will be, some days I will fall way back and have to start over at one again, but just keep trying, keep striving to be the best that you can be. For me, it was like getting my credit in order, getting my finances in order, going to my job or whatever. If I want to do business, getting my business, finding balance within myself, that I am a total individual before, not hurt and broken, trying to find, because that's what you're going to find, hurt and broken.
Right. Right.
So seek God in order to heal yourself, in order so that you can be that person.
Let me ask Pastor Tucker a quick question. Taking on what Donna just said right there. Am I often thinking, I'm asking you this as another man, that if you meet the perfect woman, but financially she raggedy, that wouldn't be your reasoning for not dating that woman or approaching that woman or being serious with that woman. Like, so you meet this a godly woman, but she just right now, and she just, everything is right, but she just, like, she don't have a good job, or her money is messed up. That wouldn't be the reasoning for a man not receiving a woman, but that might be the reason for that a woman might not receive a man. Am I wrong? Am I thinking about that today, Pastor?
It all depends on where you are spiritually.
Right. But I'm saying maybe she is spiritually right. No.
I'm saying it all depends on where you are as a man spiritually.
Gotcha. Understand?
See, because when you say the perfect woman, when you as a man say this is the perfect woman, you got to be knowing this is the woman that God sent me. And if God sent her to me, then I have to recognize however he sent her to me. If he sent her to me now, whatever condition she's in now, she's still the perfect one for me. And I'm prepared for whatever she brings. So she could come in damaged. She could come in with some abuse issues. She could come in with some self-esteem issues. She could come in with kids. She could come in with financial issues, whatever it is. But God's already equipped me to deal with those, or he's going to equip me to deal with those if he said, this is my woman. But see, if I'm in my flesh, I'm looking at the situation and I want everything to check the box. And so I'm going to be looking at boxes. And so that might be one of my boxes, because if I'm a material person, then I say, I don't want something that's going to become a liability to me. And so I'll scratch her off the list. Just like if I'm a carnal person, I'm going to say, well, this physical feature may get her scratched off the list. You know, so whatever kind of person you are at that point is going to determine how you make that decision. But you know what Donna was just saying about being at that place is spot on, because just like when the young lady said about how many husbands are out there, one thing people got to recognize, if you're believing God for a spouse, at what point do we believe God can't supply all our needs? See, we say we've never said, is there enough money out here?
Nope.
We've never said, is there enough air out here?
Right.
We trust God to provide everything else, but when it comes to a spouse, we go, oh, it ain't enough. When did God? There's 7-point-some billion people on this planet.
Right.
How do you know where it ain't but one you? Right. You don't need but one.
Right.
Right.
Right. Just because you ain't seen him yet, because you don't know him yet,
right,
might not be it's your time yet. And, you know, Pastor Stephanie's even teaching a series right now doing Women of Worth. And it's based on this poem that was read at our wedding called God's Plan for Your Mate Selection. And one of the things he talks about in that plan, I don't know who wrote the poem, but I found it and it was read during our wedding. But it talks about one thing God is doing right now while you're waiting for your mate. God is preparing you and your mate for one another. And he says, until y'all are ready for each other, he's not going to let y'all find each other. And one of the preparation points or qualifications is you have to get to a point where you're totally satisfied with God by himself. Not to the point where you want God to bring you somebody or you want somebody. God said, you got to be satisfied where you're satisfied with me alone. God said, well, you don't need nobody else. Well, you don't want nobody else but me. And God said, at that point, now I can trust you and give you somebody else. But God said, until you get to that place, so many people don't realize you disqualified for God to give you anybody else, because if he gives you a man at that point, now that man becomes your idol. That woman becomes your idol, because God said, you want them more than you want me. And I'm a jealous God, and now I got to take them from you. So God said, until you put me in the proper place and your relationship with me gets right, he said, I can't give you no relationship. And that's why a whole lot of people are still single, and they keep blaming God and keep blaming the world and keep blaming everything else, and don't realize you got to get your relationship right with God first.
Yep.
Good Lord.
Yep.
I'm tripping because that's a faith move right there, where you're so committed to being satisfied with God in whatever state you're in whatever station of life, whatever stage of life that you are at, that you're like, I'm committed to being focused and settled with God.
Right.
Because that's what that places you in, is at a level of wholeness that you can receive the right man or woman that he has for you. But if you're not whole, if he sent him or her to you right now, you're going to mess it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's in any area, because the Bible says we are complete in him. So if you're not complete, if you're not whole with him alone, anything else he gives you, you're depending on that to complete you.
Come on.
And then if that goes away, now you're broken. So God said, I got to make sure you're complete with just me. So not with, I'll be good if I had some more money. Well, God said, then money's your God.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd be good if he just healed my body. God said, then your body's your God.
Wow.
I'll be good if I had a house. Well, the house is your God.
Wow.
I'll be good if I had a car. Then the car's your God. I'll be good if I had a man. Then the man is your God. God said, you got to be good with just me. And if you can be good with just me, God said, I can give you anything, because now I don't have to worry about that becoming your God, because I know who your God is.
And the thing about these idol gods are, they have such a way of showing you that they're not God.
Yes.
Listen, I know people who have chased career and then, these careers, industries, and jobs lose their mind. And these jobs showing you, hey, I cannot be what you stand on. That's a big problem we got today. A lot of people, ladies, let me say this to you for a minute. A lot of women, y'all focus on career, and career, you will always get to a station in life where your career don't mean nothing to you.
I ain't trying to put my baby on blast, but me and her was sitting there last night, and we were looking at something, and she was looking at something on the internet and showed me a T-shirt that said something about social work. I said, baby, let it go. You ain't a social worker no more. You've been retired for 2 years.
Has it been 2 years?
Yeah.
I didn't know it'd been 2 years. Wow.
I'm like, you're not a social worker no more.
Interesting.
I said, that's, and we the world tries to teach us to identify. I said, I don't call myself no engineer. I ain't been an engineer for almost 20 years. Yeah. People
always get me somewhere. We always out somewhere, and people be like, they're like, hey, it's like, man, you kind of, I thought you'd be funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be cutting up all the time. I'm like, I want to say, like, when I'm on stage, I'm on stage. When I'm off, I'm off. I'm not performing right now. I'm real comfortable being homeboy neighbor church member brother whoever I am. Because a comedian Akintunde is not who I am. It's something that I do.
And that's it.
It's so who I am is Unissa's husband. Who I am is Cheryl's son. Who I am is Deja, Jaleel, Kwani's, Kalia, Elijah's dad. That's who I am. So we can't allow these careers and these jobs to be what we stick our chests out about. Even a car. Let me tell y'all something. You the dude or sis who always got to flex on your vehicle.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know people like that.
Like have an accident, they done lost their mind. Somebody hit me. They ain't hit you. They hit the car. Man, stop.
Yeah. Car. It's a car. Get another one.
Amen.
Houses.
Amen.
Houses. Don't get caught up in that. Your whole identity is that you got a nice house. Man, you seen these storms today? Have you seen what these storms are doing to people's livelihood? It is sad and it's crippling. I'm like, good Lord. You mean this storm just came in 1 second, these people are in their house. In the next second, a tornado done came and tore up everything that you worked hard for the last 30 years.
And look,
there was a tornado in Virginia Beach yesterday.
I saw that.
Wow. Look at these lottery winners. People have hit the lottery for millions and millions of dollars, and within 4 years or so, they are absolutely broke.
It's gone.
It's
gone. Woo, y'all. Man, what's left? I know what's left. It's time for your Kingdom Business shout out of the day.
Oh yeah. All right. Come on, y'all. Y'all get it with me. Come on. I'm a hand of my beat. You crooked letter. Crooked letter. Woo! Yeah. Cricket letter. Hey.
Me and Pastor was laughing at Donna last night talking about this.
Yeah. Cricket letter. Get it.
Today's Kingdom Business shout out is a special one. It goes out to Kimberly Morgan.
Yes.
Hey.
Lady K, 1985. She just passed her addiction counselor's license, and she's now licensed as an addiction counselor. She's a rehab counselor. She's a MS psychology, HIV/AIDS advocate, mental health and addiction counselor, a notary. Don't let one setback or relapse be your final outcome. When you accept your life for what it is and don't try to make the proper changes, you're in denial. Come on now. This is one of her great comments on her profile. Lady K, 1985, Kimberly Morgan, our Kingdom Business shout out of the day.
Yes. Cricket letter.
Cricket letter. Cricket letter. Hey.
Yeah.
All right,
Be about
y'all.
your business. Be about your business.
There it is. Congratulations, Kimberly. We celebrate you. The whole family celebrates you again, getting your license, and that is awesome. Y'all, listen, we got to get up out of here. But I hope this was a great conversation today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta hop in. We kicked off today our Ladies and Gentlemen series, and I hope it blessed you. Hope it gave some great thought, insight, allowed you to be introspective. And again, shout out to everybody who is commenting on the video. I got it. Donna, please, can you make sure you get from me today the brother, the counselor in the video, so we can have him as a guest on the show.
Okay, I'm trying.
I got to get him on the show because I got to give him to give his full perspective on it. And again, he's on Instagram. I connected with him on Instagram. I don't know that we could Facebook friends, so he may not know the conversation that's being had about his video over on Facebook. So we definitely got to get him on the show, and I want to know more about his practice. Who he is, but again, ladies, let me say this. The last thing I'll say is this: no matter what, don't discount the information, even if you don't agree that you haven't seen it being fully walked out in your life or around other people and the men you come into contact with. Maybe you've been dealing with some circus lions, and the circus lions are fooling you, but there's some captivity lions out here. There's some jungle lions out here. And jungle lions. Now I wish I had that sound effect. Dum 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 dum. Oh yeah. But no, listen. Don't let these circus lions fool you into thinking that everybody's a circus lion. Everybody's not.
No, sir.
I can't tell you how many times I've met people and they be like, so you don't wait a minute. So you don't ever cheat on your wife. You don't never cheat on your wife. Nope.
Why is that the exception instead of the common? You know what I mean?
Because the thought is that everybody cheats. The thought is that everybody got a side piece. The thought is that everybody got something else in their back pocket. And then in culture today, you got so many people. You got so many people who got these YouTube channels who some people really need to shut their YouTube channel down. And some of y'all following channels that you need to stop following. Let me just say this: get off any media that conflicts with the Word of God.
Amen.
Yep. When there's a conflict, it produces a problem in your life.
I'll say this real quick. There's this lady, she's an older lady. I think she's probably in her 70s. She great YouTube channel, right? So I ran across one of her videos. I don't know how I ran across this lady video, but she was just giving advice to a woman who was dealing with a circus lion. I'm not gonna say her name, but she was giving this advice to a woman who was dealing with what the video was mama's boy. That's what caught my attention. She was talking about dealing with a mama's boy, and all of her information about dealing with a mama's boy was really solid. I was like, wow, that is some good advice. And she was just sitting in her house, like on YouTube, just talking to the camera. Regular woman, nice looking older black lady. She's giving good advice. I said, man, that was good. So then I played another video, and it was more good advice. I said, oh, she called herself Miss Something. I'm not gonna tell you her channel. I said, man, it's some good advice. Then she started talking about. Ladies, when you're dealing with a married man. I said, oh, she tell them not to deal with a married man. And then no, she wasn't. She was suggesting that you not, but she was giving a lot of information that was conflicting with the overall sentiment. And then she started talking about when she dealt with a married man, and then she started talking about the different married men that she dealt with, and then she started talking about why she dealt with married men and all this. I was like, whoa. And then she started talking about her children, and she started talking about this, and she started talking about her current state. And I said, I see what this is. This is a good exercise in make sure when you take advice from somebody that you look at the full picture. Check the full fruit.
Check their fruit.
So when you listen to somebody and you say, yeah, Miss such and such, yeah, oh, that such and such said this right here. No, check the fruit. Ask yourself this question right here. This is going to be hard. Do I want to be at that stage of life not in a healthy relationship? Or having, in her case, having never been in a healthy relationship. Do I want some of the fruit that she says she has with her children? And if I don't, then I can't do what you say, and I can't listen to you fully. I can take some context and some information, but I always got to eat it with a little bit of, I spit out the seeds. The fruit was good, but there's some seeds in there too that I can't swallow.
You know, people always talk about how much older we are and how this generation is different, but I can tell you this. I got 25 years on my resume, going on 26.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I got a wife that back up everything I say.
Yep.
So, like I said, I got proof behind every word that come out my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you ain't got to like it, but I advise you to eat it.
Better eat it. Kimberly said
It's
something
good
key.
for you.
Kimberly said, sounds like she venting. And then she said, even fake fruit looks real. Yeah. It do look real sometimes, Kimberly. But when you look real close, you realize, wait, whoa. That's that, watch this right here. That fruit is seedless. You don't want to eat no seedless fruit. That means it ain't rooted in nothing. That's that fake stuff right there. We got to get up out of here, y'all.
Oh, that's that wax fruit you got.
Y'all, part two, ladies and gentlemen. We'll continue this conversation on Thursday. I don't know what's going on with Clubhouse. We got to really figure out Clubhouse. Clubhouse is really tripping. The algorithm, I don't know. I don't know. Again, but if you can't get it, you can't find it, you can always get it on the My Church channel. Pick up your phone, pick up your app, smart TV, download the My Church channel on your phone, download the My Church channel on your TV, download the My Church channel, go to the website, get some good information, get the word, get some good information, get some good information. My Church channel. Right now.
Hey, I gotta say on Facebook, Marion Motley, thank you for being on Facebook today with us. She said congratulations. Thought she was talking to Kimberly.
Yes.
Seek ye first the kingdom of God. She said, like TD Jakes said, get ready.
Come on now.
Principles and standards.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you. Marion Motley was on Facebook. And also Terrence Graham said yep to something way earlier. So,
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So thank you on Facebook.
My man T. Graham, what's going on, sir? Listen, y'all. Thank you, Sister Mary, Sister Motley. Thank you to everyone who was in Clubhouse. You know what? I didn't read today. I didn't go through the list today on Clubhouse. My bad. How did I forget that? My bad. Jesus. How did I do that? We gotta get up out of here because I'm supposed to be in a recording session right now. All right, family. We love y'all. We thank y'all. Thank you to Ebony Funderburk. Full interview will be up on Facebook, on YouTube, and on My Church a little bit later on. Just keep looking. Just when the full interviews up, she'll be our guest on live on Thursday, and hopefully me and Donna can get my brother, the counselor, who made y'all so mad over on Facebook. I want to get him on the show, possibly Thursday or later on.
He didn't make y'all mad. His clients did.
We got a lot to unpack, y'all. Listen, we got to get up out of here. But we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you. Thank you, family.
Thank you, Pastor Tuck.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
You see my new tea, don't you?
What it say?
Mr. T.
Hold on. I pity the fool. I
pity him.
You better get him, Hannibal. Hannibal, you better get him.
I love it when a plan comes together, right?
Love it.
Yay, that's Hannibal.
When Mr. T told Rocky Balboa, tell me, hey, pretty lady, I know what it feels like to be lonely at night. Really want to get with a real man. If you ever want to get with a real man, come on over and see Clubber Lang.
Lubba.
One of the coldest scenes ever in the movie. And then Rocky was like, "You get him out of here. You ain't so bad." The next thing you know, Mickey had a heart attack and died. It was terrible.
My man told your wife, "I'm sure your wife would like to be with a real man." I'm like, yo, you just told your wife that.
He just told your wife in front of everybody.
In front of everybody.
Hey, pretty lady. We gotta get that as a sound effect. Jaleel, you gotta find that, download that. We gotta put that in the hotkeys. Listen, y'all. We love y'all. We thank y'all. We'll be right back at Thursday, 10 o'clock a.m. on Clubhouse, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on the brand new My Church channel. Hey, call your mama, call your daddy, call your auntie, call your cousin, and let them all know that we're gonna see y'all when we see y'all. This is the Akintunde Show. Yes, let's go.
Peace.
Love y'all.
Stop walking in front of the prophet.
Oh, yeah.